Hello again. This is about my first full month on prep. This month was pretty interesting. I learned a lot about my body. There were some good news and then also some curveballs. There's a lot that goes on in the month of October. I was really getting some kinks out. So continue watching, and I hope you enjoy. Y'all, this filming thing really is difficult. Like, you move from like the Instagram, TikTok, space to YouTubing to like actually having to have angles correct, and it's difficult. But I'm here for it.
Quick update. Week 2 started a little, not crazy, but just with some things going on, like just a lot going on, and I still kept to my plan and everything. I just, with trying to dump my memory and do work post-hurricane, like everybody else is back to work, including me. Like, there's just a lot going on, and I just wanted to focus on like current life. And yeah, so this is week 2. I'm on day 4. I'm about to do an arm workout. Oh, update, my blood sugar has been low. I think it's definitely affected my mood, for sure. So if it's not a fasted cardio day, I'm eating breakfast before. Yeah, so we're here. We're gonna do better. We are gonna ride the bike today. This is it right here. I really miss my bike, and it's a cold day, so we're gonna throw a sweatshirt on and we're gonna bike out.
So I did not go in bike out like I wanted to. While like just a couple of feet away from my home, I caught a flat, and so I took it back home, got my keys to drive, and before I drove, I had this smart idea to do something dumb. Continue watching, you'll see. Y'all, so I went to the gym, right? I started working out, so I drank some coffee this morning. That thing kicked in, it's really kicking. It's like really kicking, and I'm like, I could eat. I'm not hungry, but I could eat. I'm like, yo, I'm just doing like arm stuff, like dumbbells, like just biceps, triceps, little stuff. Yo, I literally was so lightheaded at one point that I was like, all right, seeing stars a little bit, or I'm about to see stars. Like, my eyes are like boop boop, like throbbing. So I left, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have this cheat meal now today. So I go ahead and go to Chipotle. I did the little calorie calculator. I did my due diligence, y'all. Don't come for me. Ate Chipotle. I thought I was gonna just eat half, bro. I ate that whole thing. Head pouncing, heart beating, just everything inside me feels like it's vibrating. I give it 30 minutes. I go to my car. I go back to the gym. I sit in the parking lot. I lay down. I just close my eyes and just let this podcast play, something calming. I end up taking a nap, to be honest. Wake up, doof, like face, skin, everything inside of me just doof. Heart not beating as fast, right? But it's like bam, like bam, like hitting. And I feel like that after coffee buzz when I get super hungry. Like, that's what it felt like, but it would not go away, y'all. So I inhale some more water. I go inside the gym. TMI alert. I have me a good poop, y'all. Woo! I get up, wash my hands thoroughly, then proceed on my workout. I'm supposed to be doing abs too, along with my 30-minute cardio on the treadmill. Well, on the stairs. Ended up doing the treadmill because the stairs weren't available. I really was not feeling them abs, but I did it. I finished. I sure did finish them abs. I was so proud of myself afterwards. Lightheaded again. Not lightheaded, but like just the throbbing feeling wouldn't go away. And I'm like, man, I'm about to do this cardio. I'm about to do it. I'm gonna do it. If anything, I'm gonna do it on a high incline at first. But I'm doing this 30 minutes. I'm running. At some point, I'm running. A good 10 minutes. After 5 minutes of like speed walking, I started running. It was for a whole 10. No, it was more than 10 minutes. Cause so good. 20 minutes of straight running on an incline. And I put up the speed a little bit. You know, I went up on speed at some point. I felt so good on the treadmill. Like, I felt like everything felt regulated. My breathing, everything was perfect. I felt better, and I completed it. Yes, I could just, like, message my coach and be like, hey, I'm gonna need some more calories. I'm gonna need another meal. Like, what do you recommend? I could say that. But this is only week 2, 1. And why I say that, because 2, and everything, there's always a readjustment period. And everything. I really blame it on the coffee, really, because I was already kind of like, my body's already kind of like depleted, and this coffee gave me energy that I really did not have, and I was pulling from an empty source. And more so when I wake up, get to the eating, get to working out, and get back so I can continue eating. The lollygag in the morning kind of slows me down. I think you're going to hear me complain. I am going to complain. Or at least talk about it. You're going to hear me talk about it. But I'm not backing down.
This is hilarious. This is hilarious. By the way, I tried it again. I tried the coffee thing again. I learned how to cut it back. I don't really do it often. I've only done it like 2 other times after this time. It's not my thing, but I just learned not to put too much. Like, put a dash of coffee and not the whole cup of coffee with the protein.
Yeah, you don't know. So you're just gonna pose with taking 2 steps forward. That's it.
Okay. So, 1, 2.
Yep.
So what?
Front pose.
This is the front pose.
No. That's not your front pose. That's your front pose.
Oh wait. There we go.
You on that side?
Okay, so I just came from a quick little check-in. I'm so happy because like I needed this, and that's why I asked to schedule it, because it was just like I need to check in because like I was getting hungry. The coffee's not helping me. My sleep. I feel like I should get more food. You know. And stuff. And so I talked about all that, how I'm feeling and stuff, and he upped my food. I'm happy about that. I'm excited about that. And I understand that this is just you know, getting you used to it. And the point of the cheat meal is for me to be able to be like, cool, you know, it's okay to cheat and to trick my brain to be like, you're gonna get it, you know, you're gonna get what you want. You're not sure how many calories are in a burger, but I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do the gluten. I'm gonna do whatever. So I'm good. I'm glad I had this check-in to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and what its effect. Well, I know why I'm doing it, but what I'm doing it and explaining it. And I like that he answers my questions. Like, no question is dumb to him. Like, he'll respond it. And so I learned that slowly I am supposed to get more and more food. So yeah, and you're giving me more food because I'm going to do aerial stuff more.
This is funny. I'm glad I recorded this journey because I didn't follow this. This is really funny to watch now because a couple months later, I completely forgot this thought and
thought that it was okay to start skipping my cheat meals again. I skipped for multiple reasons. One, I trained my brain so well to not care for this food, to not crave this food, to not want, or not, I still crave it, but not to satisfy that craving for food that's outside of my meal plan. I did that so well that it stressed me to think about having a cheat meal. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to break up what I had going on. Number two, I also felt like I'm a boss. Like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, I'm not having cheat meals. So it made me feel good. It was like a good pat on the back, and it kept me, going, and kept me appreciating the current meal plan that I had. I figured out that was dumb again, because I was messing up the whole refeed thing that I'm supposed to do, and I ended up having to stop dancing earlier than I wanted to, because I had no energy. I had no energy anymore. Like, I only had energy for barely enough energy for what I had to do that day, and I would go to sleep and start the day again, work out, work somewhat little bit of a social life, and go back to sleep to do it over again. So again, I'm watching this and reminding myself how important it is to refeed, and it's okay. It is okay to have a cheat meal, especially if my coach is telling me to do so. Anyways, continue watching.
So I'm super happy, y'all. I am so happy. And the fact that, like, if I'm not perfect, if everything's not going amazingly perfect, I'm not dropping weight now, that's okay, because, like, you got months ahead, and we're trying to see how my body responds to stuff. So I'm going to stop playing around and cheat only when I'm supposed to cheat the right way, and enjoy this process.
I just want to give Publix a quick shout out. It's like, being from Florida, Publix will always have a little spot in my heart. But going to a Publix in Central Florida, okay, like, I feel like the workers are picked by George W. Jenkins himself. By his ghost or something. I don't know. There's always sweet people, and this lady tonight was super, super sweet. Everything was already packaged, everything on the cart, ready to go back in for the night, okay? Like, this is an hour till closing. And she was cleaning the seafood section. Like, I just simply asked her a question. I just asked her, like, hey, if the food's out, I just want to know for future, if the food's, not in the glass, is that it for the day? And she was like, well, tell me what you want. And I was like, I was looking for salmon. I was looking for wild caught. She was like, oh, we only got farmed, right now. And I was like, oh, okay, well, let me check the freezer, because I never even checked the freezer first. I just want to know before I even bothered to look at the freezer. She was like, well, I don't think there's any salmon or anything. She took off her gloves and came out of that area and was like, let me look with you. Look, salmon in the freezer. She was like, yeah, man, ain't been no wild caught in a minute. And I was like, yeah, I know. The one time I did find wild caught after the hurricane, it was frozen. Fun fact, I had that frozen. I don't like how I can't really control the weight of it. Like, the packages were all, they weren't low. Like, none of them were low, like a little bit over what I'm supposed to eat. It's just a little over, but still, now I'm trying to do better now, right? The second month going into the second month of prepping. So, I was like, all right, what you got back there? What you got back there? Because I'm like, at least I can cut my own stuff, whatever. It's farm raised, whatever. She was just telling me, like, yeah, ain't been no wild caught in a while, since, a little bit before the hurricane. This is my local Publix, so I had seen wild caught, but she was like, no, you're right. Definitely after the hurricane, I have not seen anything. And she told me that shipments kind of been low, ever since COVID and stuff like that. But since the hurricane, it's been worse. She's like, everybody's been coming in for salmon. Like, I'm always selling out of salmon. And she told me how she, you know, is usually at the bakery, but she bounces around and stuff. Just sweet, like lunch lady vibes. Like, yes, Miss Ma'am. Like, yes. Like, just respect, sweet. Just, she looked like she could bake you a real good apple pie. Like, oh, I didn't catch her name. I truly appreciate it so much. It's crazy. Is it like shipments or something? Like, have you noticed a slowdown in shipments or anything? Yeah, and you would think because everybody hoarded food, they'd be okay. You, I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. You have a good night. Thanks. Oh my word, this lady was so sweet. Well, let me look at the freezer first before I have you go do extra work. There was no salmon. She only had farm raised. So I went ahead and did it. And she was so sweet. She was like, I bought like what she had left. It was 2 pounds. So I was like, let me just get that whole fillet. She was so sweet. She was like, I'll cut it up for you. Like, oh God, thank you. And 4 ounces, please. Would you do that? Would you really do that? It's the sweetest. Darn, I should have got her name. But I just want to give a shout out to Publix. Like, Publix is like my go-to for a lot of things. I appreciate it. Don't know your name, ma'am. I should have got your name, but you the real one. You're the real one. Like, the customer service was just, that's a whole long story. I got all my groceries. Yo, I found this gluten-free. I finally got gluten-free. What's this thing called? Oatmeal. I knew if I went to Publix I would have found it. I know I would have found it. So that's why this time I was like, post hurricane or not, I'm going to Publix. I did find the Barb something milled one that everybody knows is like gluten-free, but instead I got that Barb one was like $8.49 and this one was $7 something. So I got this one. It's gluten-free. So I'm gonna check these ounces real quick. Hold on, 24 ounces in that. How much is in that? That was like $3.99 at Quaker. It's 3. Okay, we're looking at the ounces. 24 ounces. Okay, how many ounces? I was looking at the pounds. 18 ounces. That's only 6 ounces off. And that's less than half. So, no. Yeah. I definitely paid more. But, I mean, this is gluten-free. And it's not in a container. It's in a bag, you know. And it's resellable. It is Publix. It's in Publix. So it's in Publix. Oh, my God. Oh, and it's glyphosate free. I didn't even know. I didn't need glyphosate in my oatmeal. Let me stop playing. I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to be the baddest thing on that stage. I'm going to stop complaining like I wasn't going to buy it anyway. Stamps or no stamps. I was going to buy that. I was definitely going to buy that. All right. I'm gonna put all this stuff away. Ooh, where am I gonna fit you? I'll put it over here. There you go. This pantry's funny. I put everything that like I know I would not use in the next 5 months at the top, and then at eye level, I have all the stuff that I would use. Ambient. So, TMI alert, TMI, TMI for some people. But I wish more people would share this. More people in their journey would share this. Just because I want to know, like, is this only me? I'm pretty sure it's not only me. And it's normal and it's okay. I just have to just mention it. TMI. Once again, TMI alert. Y'all, I just got my first period on prep. Firstly, it took like forever to come.
gonna have my period. Like, it's when I thought about it, I was like, oh, let me go check my calendar, and I realized it was late. I did notice, like, 2 days before, no, or was it yesterday? Yesterday or the day before yesterday, I started getting hungrier again. And I thought, man, do I have this cycle of my body adjusts after 2 weeks and it's like more? You know, that's what I was thinking. It could be that. Or it could also be, because I am going harder in the gym. Or it could also be that my period was, on its way. So nothing different from symptoms that I usually get. It's just that it took a little longer. Yeah. I just wanted to make this video just because I've always wondered, like, how, does do things change? The consistency of it change? Like, I feel like that's how I really would know if I'm hurting my body or not. If my period was unhealthy. If my period was rough, then I think I'm doing something that's a little too rough for my body. That's just my own personal opinion, my own personal gauge. So just a little something if any of you other girls were wondering, women were wondering, as I was as well. So yeah, it's all good in the hood, just a little hungrier. It's another day. Got some posing practice today. Y'all, you know what I forgot to get? I got these shoes, got practice shoes, practice everything. I don't got no practice suit. I need to go get me a little practice suit because I just realized, like, yeah, I have bikinis, but I won't get the full effect. Whatever. Gonna change my shoes, do this workout, see you at posing practice.
Later. All right, here we go. Yep. Keep the core tight. The shoulders are up. And transition. There you go. Good. Back to the front.
Y'all, so I have my first posing practice. Okay, let me tell you something. My coach gassed me up, okay? And not only did this man gas me up, but he gave me diesel, okay? I look at my body and I'm like, I already felt like I was amazing and beautiful. And looking at my body, I'm just like, man, it's just looking more and more and more beautiful. Like, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the vision more. I'm seeing it. I go do posing practice. My coach tells me, hey, I think you'd be ready for a December show. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, why? I knew you was going to say some shit like this to me. I had a feeling this was coming, yo. I had a feeling this conversation was coming, yo. I'm happy because I'm like, I was right. I felt like, this body was really bodying. It was giving what it is supposed to be giving. It's one thing when you feel like you can do it, but then when somebody else tells you, and it's a person that you put your trust into to get you ready for this thing, and they tell you you can do a show earlier, but it's like, out of all of the months, December, and it's already technically November. This one is NPC, and I'm not against NPC. There's a whole reason, a whole story why I chose OCB. NPC, and if y'all know NPC is a little more expensive. Just a wee bit more expensive. And everything, registration, division, categories, paying for all of that. So I'm like, an NPC card. I gotta pay for an NPC card. get fitted for a suit and everything. And of course, I ain't gonna wear that suit again. So it's like I gotta figure all this stuff out. And mentally, I am here for it. But then my plan of I have a plan. I have a plan, right? And it does have to do with me being a control freak. So this is a little bit outside of my control if I do this December show. I feel like it's outside of my control a little bit. And it's like, dang, or do I just wait and follow the plan? Or do I go for this and get my first jitters out and then still do next year? Like, I already told him I have to talk to God about it. Which I've been doing all in the parking lot and all in this drive. I just wanted to make a video and just kind of express how I'm currently feeling. It's a lot of thoughts. I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm like, a part of me is like, girl. It's just, why? We had a plan. Why don't we stick to the plan? So this is one of those ones, it's like, for real, God is going to have to be the one to tell me what to do. Because it could really go any way. I have to give y'all a quick updates. I'm not that hungry anymore. So I have to force myself to eat now. I literally don't feel like it. Next new update. I decided to stick to my regular date of March, my regular debut date. There's a new workout plan. In my new workout plan, I work out only 4 days instead of 5. The most alarming thing is how I'm not hungry. Like right now, like productivity at work has been like, it's been up there and I'm forgetting to eat. Low-key, it stresses me just a tad bit. But yeah, I mean, this is a good problem to have, I guess. This is a good problem to have. So okay, that's my update. Yeah, that's my life right now.
That's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this first full month like I did. Next month has some new challenges and a whole nother big old array of things going on. So I hope you're enjoying this just as much as me. And if you are, continue watching.